getting ready to do a room for Alfonso. He was so excited when he left this morning, he couldn't even sleep last night. So thank you so much for coming out, and we're ready to go and work hard and make a great room for him. Thank you.
Yeah.
Room for Joy comes from two different perspectives, both a personal perspective as well as a professional perspective. So personally, I'm very passionate about helping chronically ill children, and I've been there both from a parent standpoint as well as being a child in and out of the hospital myself. From a professional standpoint, I'm an interior designer, so I understood the importance of having a positive, healthy environment in order to heal, and how that can really affect actually your brain and your ability to heal, affects your emotions, your outlook, and your entire perspective.
The brain sends signals to the immune system that in turn boosts the immune system's ability to heal and also reduces the stress response. And the stress response, stress, is bad for healing.
A lot of these kids are, they don't go to school, they have a compromised immune system, so they're spending a lot of time in their rooms. So to have a room that's really a wish or a dream for them, where they're spending so much time, I mean, they're really, as far as I'm concerned and these families and these kids are concerned, there really isn't anything that would be better for them.
And if you could give me a little bit of information as far as the diagnosis and once a child is referred to us from one of the hospitals, then we set off, and it's about 8 weeks from that point until we actually come in and do the room makeover. We come out, we meet with the child and the family, and they build their dream list and give me all of their wish list things. Then for the next 6 to 8 weeks, we build, construct, shop, plan, schedule, get everything put together, bring in volunteers, we plan the family's weekend, so that when we come in on a Friday morning, we send the family out of the home for the weekend. We take care of their lodging, their meals for the weekend, and their activities.
Thank you guys very much. We appreciate it.
Are you ready?
So they're not in the mess of all the construction and everything that goes on here. And we do the room makeover Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they return home at 4 o'clock on Sunday, and we have a big reveal party, and they invite friends and family, and we reveal the room to the child.
When Emmett was 1 year old, about 9 years ago, Emmett had ingested a button battery, and we were in and out of the hospital at Phoenix Children's Hospital for, in 2011, about 8 months. Then we finally got to go home, and when we came home from the hospital, Emmett had a ventilator, and he was trached, and he was in need of oxygen and a gastric tube, and so his room, we realized, ended up looking like a hospital. Even though we were home, it still had that kind of sterile feel. It wasn't fun and playful like a regular 2 or 3 year old boy's room was. I don't know if Tori and Ray really realize that legacy of hope, what they have left for us. They served us. They sacrificed their time, their energy, their talents for our family, and that, I think, is priceless, especially in a time where things are so hard and you maybe feel like you're alone in a way. It's that reminder of there's hope.
The room makeover that we just completed was for Alfonso. He's an 11-year-old and he loves Fortnite. So the room makeover definitely ended up being a Fortnite theme. But Alfonso has been through a lot. He was diagnosed a year ago with aplastic anemia, and he's been in and out of the hospital. He recently had a bone marrow transplant. So his immune system is pretty compromised, and it was kind of a challenge to figure out what to do with them on the weekend, because normally we send families out and they're in the public, but he couldn't do that because of his immune system. So they stayed in an Airbnb on the weekend, and he had a therapy dog visit, and he had a game truck that brought him a gaming system for the weekend, and he also went to the Puzzle Effect to do his own personal escape room. So he had a fun weekend anyway, and we tried to make it special for him even though he was sort of confined. I choose a Bible for each child, and I try to theme it to the room, and I write a special note in the front of that Bible, letting that child know how special they are and how loved they are. And I make sure that they know that the gift of the room makeover came from God because He loves them, and that we just delivered it, and we will be praying for them ongoing. We also pray, Lord, that each time he walks into that room, he would know how much you love him, how much you care for him, and how important he is to you. We pray for Alfonso's family, that his mom and dad would be blessed by this.
What I loved about what Room for Joy did is it's interfaith. And so when we came together, it didn't matter what faith you belonged to, you just all gathered in a prayer. And I feel like when you have that, it brings a close connection, brings you even closer together.
God bless you.
God bless each and every one of you.
Dude, that's cool.
Nice.
What do you think?
Thank you guys so much.
Wow.
Pull your favorite character off.
What do you think, guys? Thank
Oh,
you.
love
That's
it.
awesome.
Love it.
That's more than we could have expected. That's beautiful.
Can I
Thank you guys so much.
Do you love it?
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for everything.
So welcome.
You guys don't know how much I appreciate this.
Thank you. We really loved doing it. It was fun.
Beautiful having you home.
It's okay, buddy.
It's okay, Papa. Thanks for letting us do it. We had fun.
Just wanted to thank the crew very much for letting me have this experience, because I know many kids that are my age have a rough time going through treatment, and it's rough. So when they come home and they have something to enjoy, it's probably more enjoyable and fun to get through it.
I love that. Actually, that's what we were wanting to do. Oh, nice. Tori, you guys thought of it all. It's like
Wait, why is the white plus offensive?
Room for Joy is truly a dream come true for these patients and families.
They really just thought of every little thing, and they really did listen when they interviewed us. It was almost like, as a parent, you felt like they just understood what you were going through at that moment.
it is going to be something that he's going to have for a while. That, you know, when he comes home from treatments and stuff, that he can kind of come in here and take himself away from what goes on to his day-to-day. And that means a lot to us because we know how much he struggles with it. So thank you, Room for Joy, for everything you've done.
Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate it.